Consolata Shrine in Nairobi's Westlands area was this afternoon full to capacity with family, friends and admirers of the late veteran politician. The late John Michuki's requiem mass was graced by the who's who in Kenya, including his personal friend, President Mwai Kibaki, who seems to have taken the death of his longtime ally very hard. Not far from the president was Michuki's former colleagues who thronged the church in spite of their personal and political experiences with Michuki. The family, as tradition dictates, sat on the front pew with Josephine Michuki, often having to fight back tears during the service as her children paid tributes to her late husband.
While Mom was a disciplinarian, Dad was a softie. In our teens, it was Dad who would allow us to stay out an hour longer, buy us extravagant gifts when we traveled, and on holidays in Mombasa would allow us free reign. That is not to say that he was a pushover, oh no. If he disagreed with you, he would lay out his reasons and then tell you that he was not going to discuss that subject again, and nothing on earth would make him utter a word on it.
Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Local Government Musalia Mudavadi gave a candid account of his experience with the late politician.
The man was also humorous, and indeed, when he was in his good mood, he would come up and make you happy. So he would rattle indiscipline, he would rattle disorder, but in his good moments, he would rattle your ribs with a good joke.
And the two principals, President Mwai Kibaki and Prime Minister Raila Odinga, gave their tributes, as did Speaker Kenneth Marende.
The late John stood for preservation and honoring of the family. He loved his family so much, so that love spread out and touched many Kenyans, most of whom he never knew.
Politics of conservation is not for the faint at heart. It is for the bold, the brave, the visionary, and the risk takers. John Michuki was all this.
I have lost a great friend. He was a man whose opinion I valued over the years and whom I could always rely on.
The church service ended with glowing tributes from dignitaries, including politicians and businessmen. The late John Michuki will be laid to rest tomorrow at his Kangema home. Catherine Omwando, KTN in Nairobi.